Welcome to Land Pirates, the musical session 21. Our faces, look at our faces. It's our faces now.
All right then. Okay.
So, you guys, you're in the city. Shit.
Odango.
Yep. We're gonna talk to people.
Okay.
Aren't we like rewinding to the night before so that we can go talk to Alistair?
I'm gonna say that it's that night, and you spoke with both of the Baron groups, and anybody else you spoke with that you decided not to care about the conversations because you weren't gonna go there.
Okay.
So we spoke to them, and then there was Shinzao and Mia. Mia sent a letter, though. Who'd the letter go to?
The letter did not go to anybody in particular.
Okay. So is Lysandra with us at this point still?
Yes, Lysandra's still with you at this point.
Okay.
Shinzao approached you at some point in time, and said some shit along the lines of what was in his dossier.
Right.
Sounds good.
My name's Shinzao, and I'm a fucking beast.
So
not his exact words.
I wouldn't mind talking to Shinzao. If you want to do that.
I don't know what the fuck he was gonna say because I wasn't prepared.
Okay,
for that.
let's go find Alistair then, I think.
So on your way to Thock's Wine and Dine, make a spot check. Oh, and Chris hasn't shown up at this point, so I guess he can like twiddle his thumbs a little.
This is what we did the last time, but we just gave up and left.
More like I'm gonna fucking look around this
No,
time.
this is before you get there. You're like traveling in the streets.
Oh, okay.
We just walk in. Well, see you later.
No, not here.
That,
Well,
never,
that's what
that
we did
never
last
happened.
time.
We're saying that's never happened.
That was so stupid.
It was so rushed.
Are they the only two making spot checks?
I will be able to spot check here in a second.
Okay.
Nether?
I'm working on it.
Nether?
My spot is now 15.
It was either +8 or +9. We'll go with +8.
Yeah.
So, only Tyrion. Oh shit! I need to take this call.
I was fully expecting everybody but
Everyone but
Grizz.
And
the
so the
game
drinking begins. Yep.
So guys, how do you feel about dying from alcohol poisoning?
I could maybe dig it.
It sounds fun to me.
What's the drinking game?
There's a lot
we
of
had
rules.
multiple ones we thought of. Every time Bear says everyone but Grizz.
Oh,
The other one was
Nathan.
every time Nathan
fumbling.
fucking fumbles.
Yep.
Every time I get a 2.
Every time he gets a 2.
Every time Sawyer regrets in some way playing Heywood.
Yeah.
So every single
Those are
time.
pretty good.
We'd just be constantly drinking from a fucking keg.
I don't know if there was any for you, Kyle. Probably like every time you go to a corner or something.
Every time Kyle has to wait 10 minutes and then misses twice.
So, Nathan, you see in the crowd a person who appears to be wearing Mage Guard armor.
Holy shit!
Hey guys, there's a person over there wearing Mage Guard armor.
What?
Huh? What?
Well, that was
can't
another
pick-
rule if I went like, huh? Oh.
Even with you pointing out where he's supposed to be, they can't spot him.
Well, what's he doing? Since I can't see him, what's he doing?
Tyrion is like
you
the
and Bear?
tallest, isn't he?
He is like the top.
No, it was Heywood actually.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
This group.
Yeah, can
Heywood
Nathan
is
see what
actually
he's
the
doing
tallest in this group for some reason.
In regards to what he's doing, he appears to just be like chillaxing, leaning against a lamppost.
here? Okay. Neat. It's a trap!
Suck tarp.
Is he, like, gonna be in the way of where we're going, or is he out of
No.
the way?
He's out of the way.
That's right. This is the mage guard fucked up the bandits and
Yeah.
fucking.
Plus, we
Filthy
kind of just
Herald.
were like, yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
I mean, it was a proper reward, so I'm not too concerned about that.
It was. Do you
So,
see
yeah.
Nalasair anywhere? Oh, are we not? We're not in there yet, are we?
We're not in the building
Not
yet.
yet. You can go in now. You can enter Thock's Wine and Dine now.
Yes.
So it's really crowded.
All right.
Oh no.
Roll a spot check.
It's hopeless.
Well,
Two
then-
ones! You guys are terrible!
Haer'Dalis and Tyrion are able to immediately see where she is.
Hey, look, she's over
Awesome.
there. Come on, dopes.
I can just see people's bums.
What? Where? Also, notably, this establishment is rather large.
Okay.
Like, not just in a seating occupancy thing, but the ceilings are very high. And a lot of the structures seem slightly larger than one would normally have.
Okay, so we make our way over there, I assume. Grizz, since I did the talking last night, you can do the talking today. I don't think Nalasair
Are you
likes
sure?
me anyway.
Are you sure you would like me to use my words?
I mean, Nalasair doesn't like me, from last I recall, so probably better if you talk.
I suppose she doesn't really like me either. The only one she seemed to like was Oberon.
Well, rip.
So you approach the table, and before you guys can even say anything, she stands up, and she's like, "Guys, I presume you're here to talk business?"
Aye.
why?
I mean, we can
Yeah.
split 50-50
Yeah,
Lance,
we
if
are.
you want.
Yeah, the whole group should talk. Sawyer can talk too. Whatever.
Everyone can talk.
Well, she says to everybody else in her group that she's going to go talk with you guys, and they seem disinterested in it.
I actually have the least amount of favor with her
Alright.
than all of us here.
So she kind of waves you over, like, "Follow me. I'll get us out a table."
Certainly.
And she finds a big table that people are sitting at. She's just kind of like, "Get out of the way, you mooks. This is time for champion talk." And they kind of look over at you guys, and they seem to recognize all of you, so they just kind of begrudgingly leave.
Oh,
All right.
Get fucking wrecked.
make way, faggots!
And as you sit down, she looks at all of you with kind of a smirk on her face. And she says, "So y'all look kind of a little thirsty. Can I buy you a drink?"
I pull out my ever full mug and I'm like, no thanks.
You actually have not gotten that yet.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, Heywood's going to look at her and say, "No, I think I'm good on beverages."
I'll take you
Thanks,
up on
though.
that offer, Nalasair.
So she gets whatever drinks everybody wants.
Cool.
And she's like, So I assume you're here for more details on the little expedition I'm planning on going on.
You've caught our interest with this treasure talk.
She hasn't talked. Oh wait, no, she did. Never mind.
Yeah, she did. Well, back where I'm from, are you all familiar with the southern desert? You guys can make a knowledge geography check to see if you are.
We can also fucking drink every time Skype kicks me from the call.
Yeah, that would do it.
I apparently know where things are.
So, Haer'Dalis and Tyrion know where the southern desert is in relation to things, and that it's where the cat people are from.
Sawyer and I are just
Not
so
doing
oblivious. Oh god.
And
We
you
know shit and stuff.
that it's about half the size of Lissa, and the geography is pretty much flat desert like you'd expect. And Tyrion and Haer'Dalis can make a knowledge history roll. And you guys know nothing about the history of the place or how it connects to anything.
Yeah, y'all are doing it.
Woo!
She asked us if we knew about it, and then you guys rolled that. So
Yeah.
you can. I know nothing.
I mean, I know about the lay of the land, but I don't really know about the events that have taken place there.
Well, way back when, there were sort of these god emperors that ruled over the region. And that's kind of boring. But what's not boring is there are 5 of them that have temples that have been sealed off. And I think I know a particular way how to get into these temples and try and find out what's in them. I suspect from my readings that each of them has a particular item I'm interested in. But, given the general vanity of the old empire and some of the practices I've read from them, I imagine there's quite a bit more than just that.
What a money! Money!
Here comes money.
Money!
Was that like 3 different songs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the general plan is, we need to acquire a particular item from one of the tribal chieftains down in the area so that we can get into the temples. And from there, we, see what we can get out of them.
How exactly are we planning? Are you planning on acquiring this item?
We've got some connections down there.
Is this like he's giving it to us? Or
Well, that's certainly plan A.
alright.
Yeah, nobody really knows precisely what's in any of these temples. So, on the off chance that the old empire left big spooky things to guard all their shit, I need some people so that none of us die horrifically.
Surely some
And-
people have tried to get into these temples before. Why just now are you attempting this?
Well, it's taken me quite a bit of time to gather information about them. There's not much left about what happened in the old empire. My people have mostly tried to forget about it, so any of the old texts or scrolls or whatever I've had to acquire from scavengers, outsiders who go into the region to try and excavate whatever they can for money. There's also the issue that not many people know how to read ancient feline, so...
That's fair.
And these scavengers, there aren't many of them that go there, since we don't really have any particular stable resource that you can't get anywhere else. So trying to go on a mission there without concrete evidence of anything is sort of a gamble.
I suppose that's fair.
Neat.
Also, there's the fact that you need this one particular item to get into the temples, and those who have access to them are not the kind of people who would be wanting to go inside.
Well, why wouldn't they want to go inside?
Some stupid tradition, I'm sure. My people don't look upon our history favorably.
I see.
So this
Well-
chieftain, is he... What do you call her race? Just... Is there a special name for it?
Just catfolk.
Is he also catfolk, or is he something different?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, it's check.
Outside of one establishment, right at the mountain pass going into the desert, and a few excavation sites, people there are almost exclusively catfolk.
Alright. Khajiit.
These temples
So-
were to some gods?
Well,
God Emperors.
if you want me to bore you with the details...
Well, I was
so
just
far-
wondering if Heywood might know something about these gods.
Make a knowledge religion check, Heywood.
Hold on. I have to do some shenanigans here.
I mean, I guess you can all make a knowledge religion check.
Sure.
I mean, those are all going to be +1s for me, so. Hey!
Alright. Let me...
Nathan's wasting all his good rolls on these.
Pretty much.
What even is my knowledge religion? I have a +9 on that.
That's why I was wondering.
So, Tyrion and Heywood are not necessarily surprised that they had their own pantheon of gods, because they're aware that outside of many of the common races, different religious practices are followed. The rest of you were, up until this point, were completely unaware of the fact that the cat people even had their own gods.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
I forget what the question even was that prompted these rules.
If
So-
Heywood knew anything about these gods and their temples, pretty much.
So, Nalaser, these emperor gods, were they actually gods or were they emperors?
Well, from what I can gather from the texts I've been able to collect and translate, there was what I'm assuming is superstition that in the old empire, the gods would have possessed, I suppose, or used a mortal vessel to interact with the empire. And these individuals would be made the emperor of the old empire. From what I know, the particular temples, there's 5 of them. There's the Temple of Shamassar, goddess of magic, the Temple of Enkir, the god of water and illusion, the Temple of Ninrashar, the god of death and passage, the Temple of Inara, the goddess of alchemy, and the Temple of Anu, the creator god.
I'm gonna make a knowledge religion check, I guess, just to see if Heywood would have heard any of these names before.
You have heard, in some of your studies, you've heard briefly about what could be Anu, who, as an alternative, what you learned is that it would be a regional alternative name for what would equate to Palor.
Okay. Well, alright. I have at least heard of one of these people.
I mean,
But,
they were important enough that they have giant ornate temples that have been erected. And I know they're there, because we've all seen them from that region. It's just a matter of nobody going inside.
I see. Well, does anybody else have any questions?
When do we depart?
Yeah, that was my only question. And will you be arranging travel plans for when we leave, or are we gonna have to procure our own mounts?
Well, that's something that was worth talking about. As you guys might be aware, there's a river that runs through this region, and the fastest way to get there would be to take a boat to Ulker in Nerelmian, the province to the south, and take the river there, through the river there, down to Nir. The river ends at a watch point named Lumengard, which is just outside the mountain pass that leads to the southern desert.
Alright.
And when do we depart?
I was planning on being here for another few days. Probably 3. Which should give everybody enough time to get everything in order.
We do have some money to spend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we shall definitely accompany you now, sir. This sounds quite intriguing, and I'm looking forward to treasure.
Just starts falling.
Yep.
Oh.
Grizz loves fucking treasure, dude.
I love treasure too. Money. Money.
So yeah, that's that conversation.
Alright.
Okay. Ain't pretty good to me.
Tyrion, do you have any words on this potential adventure?
I'm all set. I'm good. Ready to kick some ass that's hopefully not my teammates.
Well, that's gonna be a given, so whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Let's see, who haven't you killed yet? You killed me, you killed Lance, you killed Oberon, you haven't killed Sawyer yet, so...
He didn't actually kill me. He
well,
shot
he
me. He's
He's shot you enough times, he might as well have
Yeah,
killed you.
yeah.
Basically.
I think he also, towards the beginning of the adventure, or way back, he shot you to the point where the guy was able to crit you and kill you.
Yeah, it's like
You
I
died
shot you right
first time.
before the guy killed you.
Yeah.
He
So
shot
I might as
and
well.
killed another person before he got crit and killed.
Yeah.
It's very different,
It's
all
like,
about
yes,
breakfast,
yeah,
you know?
no.
because he was wondering what you had for breakfast.
What the hell did you have for breakfast?
And dead.
Dies.
I was going back through and doing that highlight video, and that probably was my favorite part. Looking back at it all, it's so
What
funny.
did you have for breakfast?
You could
So-
tell how sad I was, but it's
So-
funny.
You guys leave Thox Wine and Dine unless you want to stay for drinks and food and stuff.
I want to get my Everfull mug so I can actually have that in the situation instead of looking like I'm gonna pull out this item I don't have yet.
And when you leave, Lysandra turns to everybody and says,
Oh,
well,
Oh yeah, shit.
the rest of you are gonna be heading down there. Really should attend to the business I have up in Lissa.
We would
There's no
accompany
reason-
you, Lysandra, but treasure.
There's not really any reason for me not to head out immediately, so suppose this is until next time.
I'm sure we will cross paths once again, my friend.
it's been a pleasure having you in our party. See you later.
I'm so enthused and honest about this.
She has a tearful goodbye with the puppy, you know.
She does.
More so than all of us.
I mean,
combined.
Haer'Dalis isn't exactly a sentimental fellow.
She did seem somewhat sad and disappointed when she was talking to the rest of you. But she hugs the puppy and does have a little sniffle.
Aww, so cute.
Okay, we'll be replacing you shortly.
Nailed it.
Well, see you later.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Take spot check, everybody.
She pulls out a knife.
Everyone but Grizz.
Everyone but Grizz.
What is my fucking spot? It's 8. I mean, come on now. There we go.
Wow. So, Grizz and Haer'Dalis see that the Mage Guard dude is still chilling out there.
So he hasn't moved at all.
Pretty much.
Is he eyeing us, or is he just kind of looking off?
You can't really tell specifically where he's looking. He's looking at the ground, but you can't.
How
Just had,
long
like, a
were
sit-
we like in the bar?
Not very long.
I guess I'll just kind of whisper to the group, like, that jabroni over there has been sitting in that spot for a little while now. Wonder what he's up to.
Haer'Dalis
does notice that as Lysandra walks past him, his eyes kind of shift his gaze kind of shifts towards her, but once she's gone, he goes back to sort of staring at nothing.
I guess I'll make note of that and tell the group, like, yeah. The, peculiar fellow over there. But, doesn't really seem to be causing trouble, so. Just, keep an eye on him, I guess.
Alright. I mean, I suppose we can keep an eye on him. I mean, as far as we know, he's just been hanging out against a wall.
I'm sure if he had malintention planned for Lysandra, she'd be able to take care of herself. Maybe.
Look in the
She is
using the big words
indeed.
over there, Grizz.
She is
I have
indeed
more
a capable.
intelligence than you, elf. Out of game.